We give our praises to the Most High, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah Hamashiach, Bahashem Ruach HaKadosh, double honors unto the apostles and elders of GMS that have taught us this truth, peace, and salutation to the hopeful elect. I'm coming on here right quick. A couple of scriptures that was on my mind, resonating in my spirit. And I'm going, by the help of the Ruach HaKadosh, put these two scriptures together to prep you for what lies ahead. Already I did a message on this channel talking about the 666 MOTB exposed. Make sure you go check that video out. And we in the truth, we've been trying to prep as many we possibly can for that prophecy that's soon to be fulfilled. And because of that, I'm coming back on here and we're going to, somewhat build upon that. But let's go to Wisdom of Solomon, right? And I got it on the right side over here because I'm going to keep the regular King James over here. And we're going to go to verse 27, I think it is. Let's see. Yeah, this is what I want. Listen to what the scripture says. For the worshiping of idols not to be named. In other words, whatever idol that's in this world, we get so caught up with certain particulars. But the scripture letting you know, I'm not going to tag a name to it because there's all kind of idols you can set up in your heart. Even when you look at this society, what is a popular show they have out here? American Idol. And the most dangerous thing about this society, this matrix, want you to look to celebrities, want you to look to certain entertainers as an idol. And this is their way of keeping you further confused. This is a way of keeping you stagnated. This is a way of keeping you complacent. Because too many of you look to celebrities, you look to these people in the music industry who is devilish. You even look to YouTube content creators who are devilish, giving out wrong information, giving out wrong doctrine, giving out wrong type of content that have you going further down in degradation. But yet, because they have a few dollars, because they have a few, success, because they have a certain type of status that the world deem. You listen to these people and you allow them to be set up as an idol in your heart. And when the truth come along, when somebody proclaiming the righteous way, when somebody standing upon something that's solid, that's secure, you want to fight against them. You want to detonate a bomb as it relates to trying to tarnish and ruin their reputation. You want to come against their integrity. You want to try to destroy them because you too busy not hearing, accepting, walking, living, moving in the truth. And this is what's going to catch a lot of people in that day. For the worshiping of idols not to be named is the beginning, the cause, and the end of all evil. Let me repeat that. The worshiping of idols, you know what that idol is in your heart, but we're going to deal with it in this day. The main idol that's controlling a lot of people's lives, the main idol that's manipulating a lot of people's minds, the main idol that's destroying a lot of people's soul, the main idol that's ruining a lot of people's reputation, that's ruining a lot of people's identity, that's ruining a lot of people's relationships. We're going to deal with it. But I have to go here first because I have to point out to you that when you worship an idol, that is this is what it say, the beginning, the cause, and the end of all evil. Did you see that? Now let's get some more clarity on this thing. I love the Most High. Love Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shah HaMashiach. I love him. I love him with all my strength, with all my mind, with all my soul. Listen to the book. We're going to go to fix this thing up. Let's go to, I think, First Timothy chapter 6. Let's start at the 10th verse. Let's see. I just be going off the head, man. I ain't, you got these preachers that come with a manuscript. They write the stuff down. They ain't no preacher, man. Get the hell up out of here. When it's in you, it's in you. When you study the word of the Most High, when you meditate in the word of the Most High, when you ponder in the word of the Most High, he'll write this word on the tablets of your heart. And when it's time for you to bring it out, you be like, oh, yeah, let's go over there. But listen to what the book says. I'm on the left side. For the love, you got a lot of people talk about money. Money in itself is not evil. Money in itself is not wicked. Money in itself is not sinful. Money in itself is not unrighteous. So you got a lot of people that's misquoting this scripture, talk about money is the root of all. No. Money is not the root of all evil. But the scripture says right here, the love of money is the root of all evil. Now let's come back to the right side, to the Apocrypha. For the worshiping of idols not to be named is the beginning, the cause, the end of all evil. But let's reconcile this. Paul, you're telling me that the love of money is the root of all evil, right? And then Solomon is telling me that worshiping of idols is the beginning, the cause, and the end of all evil. How can I reconcile this in my mind? When Paul is over here talking about the love of money, he's talking about ultimately you're worshiping money. That's why he didn't say money is the root of all evil. He said the love of money is the root of all evil. And this is what a lot of people don't understand. Money in this day and time is the idol that a lot of people have allowed to set up in their heart. A lot of people will do anything, everything, whatsoever for money. This is why you got a lot of people talking about the videos, talking about these nasty, wicked, okay? Excuse my language, but these nasty and wicked bitches that's going over to, what is that place? Over there getting shitted on for the love of money? Dubai, that's what it is. Going over there to get shitted for the love of money? Huh? We got all this going on, okay? But let me bring up something else, because I really want this to reconcile in your mind. Let me see, Matthew chapter 6. I hear the scripture speaking to me. Let's go here. Start at verse 19. Listen to what it says. Lay not up for yourself treasures. The treasures in another way to talk about your resources, your money, upon earth where moth and rust do corrupt, and where thieves break in. You see that? Through and steal, but lay up for yourself treasures in heaven, whether neither moth nor rust do corrupt, and where these do not break through nor steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. So this is talking about worshiping and the money. So when Paul said the love of money is the root of all the evil, he letting you know your heart is too fixated on money. Money have set up as an idol in your heart. And when you worshiping an idol, that is the beginning, that is the cause, and that's the end of all evil. Wars has come about because of the love of money. Relationships have been destroyed because of the love of money. Here it is, you got a damn woman that will tell you, I'm not going to be with you, even though you can provide her what she really needs. I ain't talking about just wants and her desires and her covetousness, but you can provide her what she really needs, and you will really be a good husband to her. You will be the type of man she really wants. But because you're not 6'1" or taller and you don't make $200,000 or more, she won't be with you. Why? Because she's not with you because you're a good person, but she want to be with you because of the love of money. A lot of people worship money. They will do anything. They will desecrate their life for the love of money. Let's go down here. Watch this, verse 24. No man can serve two masters. For either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the other one, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve Yahweh and Mammon. Now, let's break down. Let's see what Mammon means. Come on over here. Let's see what Mammon means. There you go. Let's get the word.
Mamonas.
You see that? Over here.
Mamonas.
Mamanos. And what do mamanos mean? Wealth, riches, money. Come up here. Wealth, riches with a strongly negative connotation. Worldly wealth and riches. Go back over there. So Yahweh is saying you cannot serve him and serve money. And too many people is serving money. They have allowed money to become their God. You can't serve Yahweh and Mammon. Let's go back over here. So when Paul said the love of money, you are ultimately worshiping money. And that is the root of all evil. This is why you got a lot of these women will suck off of the producer. And I ain't mad at the producer. It will suck off that executive of the corporation. This is why even though they have a husband, they will drop it like it's hot to get some recognition, to get some validation. That's why you got a lot of men, as Corey Holcomb points out, and this is why they're really mad at him, because this is what he pointed out. As Corey Holcomb pointed out, you got a lot of men that will allow themselves to be dug out from the back as a backdooria for the love of money, because they rather have money than the Most High Yahweh. Can't you see why it's telling you right here, the worshiping the idols not to be named is the beginning, the cause, the end of all evil? Huh? Can't you see why family members no longer close because of the love of money? Matter of fact, let me see if I can grab this. I think it's Psalms. Bear with me, y'all. It might be Psalms. Psalm 37. If it ain't Psalm 37, it might be 34. But Psalm 37 is talk about, I wanna just give y'all this. You see this? Verse 21. The wicked borrow and pay not again. See, money will reveal who a person is. Do you understand me? Look at, I'm going to use Corey Holcomb word again. Look at Tampon. You know, a lot of people is flocking after him. A lot of people want to be on this platform. A lot of people want to be around him because he has some type of level of money. Because he has some type of figure in his bank account. But as people been exposing him, as people been pointing out, his money ain't come through no hard work. Allegedly, his money didn't come through no business coming to fruition. But his money, according to what people have been exposing him on, his money have come about by way of something happening to his parents or being, dying and coming to a lump sum of money that way. And all of this is alleged, but here it is. He have allowed money to become his God. Well, what you mean, prophet unto the nation? How money become his God? Because now he used money to be popular. He used money to get women. And on one side, these damn demons who don't have enough sense, don't have enough wisdom, listen to him talking about he's a conservative Christian. But at the same time, he doing the opposite of what Christianity teach. Sleeping with another man's wife, allegedly Mika. I tell you, money don't change nobody. Money only make you a bigger of what you already are. Money don't change nobody. It just exposes you on a bigger platform. He was already a lame He was already a liar. He was already a grifter. He was already a devil. He was already wicked. He was already deceptive. And now that he got money, he could be that on a grand mass scale. Why? Because the love of money is the root of all evil. But let me get back to what I want to talk about. Now why? Why are you talking about the worshiping of idols? Huh? Why are you talking about the love of money is the root of all evil? Ultimately, money in this day and time has become so many people idols. You don't see people, out front worshiping Tammuz and Baal and Molech or Moloch. You don't see people worshiping the Aphrodite goddess and, these different Astaroth and Asherah. The main idol that's been worshipped today is money. And this is why sexual immorality is at all time. Why? Because of money. This is why or should I say correctly, children is being sacrificed for the sake of money. You mean to tell me, and I'm not trying to talk about it, but I'm using this as a background to talk about the love of money. You mean to tell me all of these women that was allegedly underage dealing with R. Kelly, you mean to tell me their parents didn't know nothing about it? Or did their parents allow this to happen for the sake of money? You got people practicing witchcraft for the love of money. You got people that's in leadership, people that's in politics, people that's in the government, people that's in the Oval Office. You got people that's on these corporations who is being deceptive, who is doing unrighteousness, and they doing it all for the sake of money. This God, money. You got more people. Terrence Crawford was just on one of these content creators platform. And he said, the guy asked him, with the right kind of money will bring you out of retirement to do this? He said, what is money? Money ain't everything. And the dude said, man, I'll sell you know what he said, for the sake of money. Matter of fact, let me grab this. I'm going to get to what I want. Y'all just walk with me just a little bit. Just walk with me for a little bit. Let me see. Is it Sirach chapter 13? Maybe Sirach chapter 12. Let's see. I want y'all to pay attention to what's going on. Let's see. Let's go to 10. Let's go to 10. Maybe 10. There you go. Listen. Watch this. Why is earth and ash is proud? Talk about human beings. Why? Because humans, Adam, the first man, was made of what? The earth. And you know what happened when we go back to the earth? Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man. All right, this go along back over here. I'm in the book, y'all. Man, hit the like and subscribe. Help to get this truth out here, man. We're trying to save and deliver and as many people to come back over here. Okay, watch this. For the love of money is the root of all evil, while some covet after. You see that? Covet after. Listen to this. There's not a more wicked thing than a covetous man. Now, I want you to think about that. Think about that. There's not a more wicked thing than a covetous person. If you look at every vice in this day and time, it's in the passenger seat. I want y'all to walk with me now. Every vice, be it drugs, be it sex, be it addictions, be it whatever it is, attention, whatever the case may be, it's on the passenger seat to what? Money. And there's not a more wicked thing than a covetous man. Well, what are you talking about? Let's deal with somebody that's on drugs, on crack cocaine, or use rocks or whatever. Why you say there's not no more wicked thing than somebody that's covet? They covet. Watch this. They covet that high. And here it is. They your brother or they your sister, and they over at your house, and y'all having to get together. And unbeknown to you, they say, let me go use the bathroom. But they are in your bedroom, and they pulling your drawers out, and they going in your closet. But what is they looking for? They are not looking for no rock or no powder right then and there. But they're looking for what? Money. And they open your drawer and say you got $2,000 in your drawer that you've been saving up. They take out the whole $2,000. Then they act like they just left the bathroom, right? And after they leave the bathroom, they take, whether it be a man, your brother or your sister, they say, okay, I had a good time, I'm about to go. And you looking at them like, why they leave abruptly? You know why they left abruptly? Because they now found what they were looking for, money. Now they going to get that bump. They're going to get that high. Why? Because the love of money is in the driver's seat. And when you got money, it opening doors for you to have everything else you covet after. But the root is the love of money. The worshiping of money is the cause. It is the beginning. And it is the end of all evil. You got so many people who will do anything for money. You got people who will prostitute themselves for money. You go to Instagram. I like to call it Insta Live. Go to Facebook. Go to TikTok. You go to all of these social media platforms, and I'm not trying to dog out women, I'm just keeping the reality. These people have followers upon followers, have people monetizing their page. You have people sending them all type of gifts and all type of monetary awards and what have you, not because they have some type of skill, not because they have some type of talent, but simply because they are prostituting themselves through the pictures that they're taking. Why? Because the love of money is causing them to get on these platforms and sell their soul, sell their integrity, sell their reputation, and show off as much skin they possibly can just to get the almighty dollar. I know you don't want to hear this type of preaching, this type of teaching, but therewith have I been called. Look at them. Go. Matter of fact, log on right now. And you scroll up, you see women after women not offering no help, not offering no skill, not offering no talent, but they get all of this money simply because they so. Let's get back to it. Listen, there's not a more wicked thing than a covetous man. For such a one sell his own soul to sell, because while he live, he casts away his bowels. You got people who love money. You got people who will do anything for money. You got people who will consecrate themselves for money. You got people that will do all things for money. Ain't no ends to what they'll do. Too many of you men and women, you are compromised the truth for money. Too many of you women will sell your modest behavior, your modest lifestyle, your modest way of dressing for the sake of money. And a lot of you men, you will pimp your woman out. You will pimp your woman out to the public just to get money. You got a lot of pastors that refuse to tell the truth, that refuse to give out the right doctrine, who refuse to tell you what thus saith Yahweh for the sake of money. And you got governments that will wage war, that will start proxy wars, all for the sake of money. You got people that will betray you for money. And you got some damn women who will open their damn legs, allow a man to impregnate them, then turn around and have an abortion, all for the sake of money. What you mean for the sake of money? Help me out, prophet unto the nation. I don't understand it. Yeah, you got these bitches out here that would say, I'm having an abortion because my main focus right now is on my money, is on my career. I don't want my body getting out of shape, so I'm going to have an abortion so I can keep this money going on. And at the end of the day, them women are damn murderers. All for the sake of money. Idolatry, as I showed you. I bring it back up. Let's go back there. All right, just walk with me. So idolatry is the beginning, the cause, and end of all evil. So idolatry is the source. And you come over here, the scripture said the love of money is the root. Practically saying the same name. And this is why Yahweh Shah, in the scripture I took y'all to in Matthew chapter 6. Let's go back. In Matthew chapter 6, right here, where it says, verse 24, no man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve Yahweh and Mammon. You can't do it. You look at a lot of people in the music industry, they are worshiping Mammon. Other words, as I was pointing to you, the original word for Mammon is wealth, riches, money. You got them willing to be on the back door of your side for the sake of money. And they were willing to ultimately desecrate everything about themselves for the sake of money. Boy, a prophet unto the nation, you've been 27 minutes in right now. I understand what you're saying. I agree. Love of money is the root of all evil. The love of money is the cause of it all. I do agree. A lot of people selling their soul for money. But help me to understand, why now? Why this message now? The message is important now because the devil, Satan, knows your love for money is how he's going to get you to receive the MOTB. Let's deal with it. The MOTB. Let's go to work. Because watch what's involved. I can't talk about this enough. Right? I can't prep y'all enough for it. Watch this. And I beheld another beast, Revelation chapter 13, verse 11. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth. And he had two horns like a lamb, and he spoke as a dragon. This is speaking about America. And he exercised all the power of the first beast before him, and caused the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast. There you go, to worship. The worship of the first beast. Other words, this system. And those of us who have a little understanding, have a little wisdom, we know that this system is predicated on getting you to lose your soul for the sake of money. It is. Okay? Watch what it goes on to say. Whose deadly wound was healed. And he do great wonders. So that he make fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of man. All this is technology, AI, all that crap. They see them that dwell on the earth. By the means of those miracles which he had power to do in sight of the beast. Say to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by the sword and did live. Let's bring it up, son. Uh-oh. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed. You got a lot of people who find themselves being attacked in the media, find themselves being attacked on all platforms. Why? Because they don't go along with the image of the beast. Look at everybody that go along with the system. Huh? You see how easy for them to have success? Look at everybody that go along with the system. You see how easy for them to maneuver? Look at how everybody go along with the system. You see how easy for them to prosper? Huh? You see how people come to their aid? The elites and the powers to be? Why? Because they have gave their soul over to worship the image of this system. Watch what it goes on. And he calls all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, that no man might buy or sell, say he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So the love of money bring all of this back to this, the mark of the beast. Why? Because when you have a love for the money, you're going to bow to the system. You're going to bow to any means necessary when it comes to currency. You're going to bow to digital control. Huh? Because you have a love for the money, you really don't have no survival skills. You don't know how to walk by faith and not by sight. And this system is going to use the very thing you have a love for, which is currency, which is money, right? To get you to receive the mark of the beast. This system wants you to pledge your loyalty to this economy. This system wants you to look to it as your God. This system wants you to look to it as your idol. They already putting in place the mechanism from the central banking system. They already putting in place how to control digital transactions. They already put it in place how to program you to receive the mark of the beast for the sake of the love of money. Because you don't know how to live for Yahweh Shah and die for Yahweh Shah. The old folks, my grandma and them used to say, because they have this knowledge that we have, for Christ I live and for Christ I die. But that ain't your motto today. You live for the dollar. You willing to sell your soul for the dollar. You willing to do anything for the dollar. But those of us in the truth, we are like, for Yahweh Shah we live. And for Yahweh Shah we die. He's our protection. He's our means of surviving. Yeah, I know you may feel like money is necessary, but money ain't necessary. What's necessary is Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. But this system wants you to put so much faith and so much trust in money so that you feel like it's all the way necessary. It wants you to be neutral when it comes to money. It wants you to think practical when it comes to money. It wants you to believe that your survival as the days coming to us, it wants you to think that your survival depends solely on money. And this system is going to leverage money to get you to receive the MOTB. And once you receive the MOTB, that's it for you. Listen to what the scripture goes on to say. Right? To receive a mark in their right hand. Again, hand speaks to your actions. To receive a mark in your forehead. Again, that speaks to your mindset. When you got the love for money and your faith is not in Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, you are spiritually marked to receive the MOTB. And I'm trying to wake up as many people I possibly can. Don't receive the MOTB. Get rid of that idol in your heart when it comes to the love of money. Because this system weaponizes money to get you to bow down. And so many of you done bow down. I can wait till I get to the kingdom. I can wait till Yahweh Shah beam me up. I can wait till Yahweh Shah flip this world back up in order for me to get all of what I'm supposed to get on the other side. You can have it right now. This global system is merging everything into one sentences. And it's going to weaponize money against you. It's going to weaponize money against your children. It's going to weaponize money against your marriage. It's going to weaponize money against your very existence. And for those of you who have a love of money, unfortunately, you're going to receive the MOTB, the C here. To the next video. Shalom.